Hello and welcome to the next r16 special. And today you can see I changed location. I'm in my new office now. Yeah, okay, but you just seen the kitchen part behind me. So it's okay. So today I like to show you give you a quick preview of the new functionalities from the NETrender. Yeah, you know, I said it in the intro. Some kind of net rendering behavior is back, and yeah, I like to show you how it works. So at first we made a nice scene. So for example, here it's just some kind of ground. So, and maybe a boogie object. Oh, I see, this is it's set to German right now. I switched to English. Okay, it's maybe easier for you folks to follow what I do. Okay, here's it again. Okay, a disk and like this. Yeah, I just do a little scene that can run for a few minutes, so we can watch how it works in the network. So, and I take a normal shader and, for example, this parametric ISO Kaida object, or better, the boogie bar looks nicer. And oh, this is a nice thing, because you know, when we have for example this parametric cube, there is always a possibility to give them rounded corners, yeah, like this. So, and some parametric objects like the platonic boogie bar thing then have options like this, but with the new bevel deformer, we can give this object corners too. You see? So, and it's always nicer when you have an object with thin corners, not just 100% 90-degree corners, and then just a few edges where the light can bounce off. I don't know. It's always more nice looking than didn't have edges. So target light like this, and give them an area shadow and the area light, and as always, shadow isn't 100% intensity, and to simulate daylight it's good to give the shadow a light bluish note like this. Okay, and because we like to have some reflections, I give a sky material on a sky object like this. Yeah. So, and now this is the ground. And oh yeah, maybe time to use the new shaders. I like a ground with reflections. That means I said CGX. It's CGX algorithm is nicer for some metallic materials, yeah. But there are no much differences between Beckman, CGX, Fong, and Wart. Wart, for example, is used more for skin or something, but at the end there are just tiny differences. So don't let confuse you from too much new parameters. So. Okay, I set to CGX, and here is parameter roughness. So normal, it looks like this, 100% reflection, and I like this roughness setting set to 15. So now we have a blurry reflection on the ground, and yeah, maybe we did a Fresnel too. And this is interesting because this Fresnel is separated in dielectric and conductor. Metal is of course conductor, so I use this. And there are some custom presets too, and I wish to have some aluminum. Why not? So, and you see, it's very easy to make your first materials with this new reflection functionality. It's not hard because there is some pre-built stuff in it. You can use you can of course give them your own parameters and something. So okay, we have this reflecting ground, this blurry reflecting ground. Now our object needs a nice shader too, and maybe it's, yeah, why not? It's metallic 2, layer color, layer Fresnel is conductor again, and maybe titanium nitride. I don't know. Yeah, it looks nice. It's a bit metallic, and maybe we can give the specular own color. So, and make it more hard. This is, for example, the old specular. Yeah, you see specular, Blinn, legacy. But we can use for this some different types of specular too. I choose this one because we like to make a metallic object like this. And now rendering. And yeah. Okay, it's a bit slow. And why it's so black? Strange. So, and maybe now we let this guy rotate a bit with the vibration object. Okay, and at least we need a camera to recording our scene. So, keyframe and keyframe. Let's watch our animation. Yeah, awesome. Okay. At the end, I give them pinkish contour. Why not? Let's check. Okay, so, and I'm in my studio. Here I have my new Mac Pro and my old one, and on my old one, this is the desk of my old one. I just started NETrender client. You see? Okay. You see why I changed from old one to new Mac, yeah? Because the new is a Mac Pro from 2013. The small one, and has a SSD drive and not this slow thing. So here the client is started. That means now I see like in R15 in my render settings, team render machines, the local and the client, and can, for example, render in team like this. Okay, great. I'm not satisfied with the second material. I have to change it a bit. Moment. Conductor, titanium, strain. It's a bit strange. I give them a bit of roughness too, I think. Yeah, maybe this. Oh, I give the specular layer. Oh, yeah, okay, I did. Okay, but it's just a test anyway. So then I set save and QuickTime. In my case, I choose ProRes and I set to 25 frames per second. So I have to set this here too, and say Reflectomania. Why not? And just save this. Okay. Output is yeah, all frames from 0 to 90, and the Tiny HD format. And now, normally I can choose this, and everything would be rendered through my two computers, the host one and the client. So, but the new functionality, apart from this, is something, yeah, something new. So I start the new r16 render server like this, and a client too. So I can, for example, quit my r16, and you see here is the server and the client, and the server finds the client from the newer Mac and the client from the older Mac. And now I just hit this button and my web browser open it, and I have to give them my username and password. Default is just admin. So, and now I can feed him with new jobs. For example, the one way doing this is just hit add job and say Reflectomania. Okay, and now I have to give the server the files, and that means it's moment, the C4D file, and remembering I use JPEG for the reflection, so I have to find the JPEG too, and fortunately I know where it is. It's here in this folder. So you see, it's not the easiest way. When you have a big project with 100 textures, it's maybe not so good to take this way. So, but okay, it's the fastest way. And then I hit upload, and my scene is upload to the server at first, and then I just hit start. So, and you can see now he writes prepare at this, and when I go to monitor I can see, okay, Reflectomania is in the rendering with two clients. Progress is just a little bluish teeny bar, and when you like to watch this client here, he said, okay, I'm rendering frame 80, 38, 39 and 40, and my old Mac rendering frame 1 and 2. It's a bit slower because it's the old one. So, okay, and the nice thing is, in the old NETrender, you have similar things, like you can see how much clients working and so on. But in this case, a new addition is, when you go to network, you can see what every client displays on his console. So, for example, this is the console from my external client, and he said I'm rendering frame 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, and in the case there's something wrong, for example, there's a missing texture or so, and you have hundreds of clients, you can now see directly in your web browser what's going wrong. And the newer client is rendering his frames too, and the server said found new project, send blah blah blah. Yeah, it's just the typical log file stuff, but you can watch it right from your browser and don't go to every single client in the case there are problems and have to watch what happens. So, and while this is rendering, I again start my r16. Yep. So, and make another fancy scene. Yeah, this time just a bit rotating stuff. And so, you know, woo, it's a crazy cube, and give them ground too. Why not? So, and oh yeah, give them a light. Every scene deserves a light. Why not? So, shadow. It's again. Let do it as normal as always. Yeah. Anyway, this is just a test scene, but to become more training, every time set the shadow to lower density and in the best case a bit bluish, because in the nature black shadow didn't exist in the most of the cases, and it always looks a bit unbelievable. So again, 720p. So test rendering. Oh great. So this guy didn't deserve our own camera. This is just an ugly cube. Okay. Because the others rendering still rendering, so I can give this guy his own metallic material or something. Yeah, why not? So it's like this, and Fresnel, conductor, and yeah, maybe this is a Rn cube. So Mr. Rn cube needs some blurry reflection, so I give him some roughness. Yeah. Or maybe if you're interested, there is some funny thing. I give this material to the ground to show you, and give the Mr. Cube a different one. It's maybe interesting for you. There's a new functionality. So now the reflecting material is on the ground, and while you can set up some typical stuff like in the old cinema. Okay, you see there is a reflection like this. So, and what you see is this reflection is blurry, but you can see the whole object reflecting. Yeah, and a little interesting thing on this new reflecting thing is you have reflecting distance. So, and when I switch this off, please look at the ground. Yeah, the cube isn't longer reflected, so I give them more values, a higher value for the distance. Yes, it works. For this moment I take the roughness down. You can see it better, but can you see what happens? Yeah. Okay, I make this more clear when I give this guy some kind of lightning. So you see what happens. I give the reflection a distance, so some objects that not in this distance just disappear from the reflection. So when I double this cube and set them higher, you can't see any reflection from him, because now the ground just reflecting things in the right distance. Yeah, and the right distance is in this case 500. So it's interesting for something maybe, yeah, it's like a mist in the mirror, you know. Anyway, okay, but this beside, I just like to show you the second way where we can give a rendering scene to or net rendering construct. So I'm again set to blah blah and create the cube. So, and now I don't like to give the job like before. Oh, this is on over 60%. For now, I can show this is our server rendering ordner, yeah? And this means any stuff laying in the admin folder is here in the render queue. We can test it. So this time I save the scene with save project with assets. Okay, maybe we can give this guy a sky, so it's not so skyless. Skyless. Okay, so it's better. Oh, I have this guy going to the sky. So now it's better, yeah? Not much. Oh, it's interesting because the ground has now this distant thing. He, of course, didn't reflect the sky because the sky is too far. In this case, the sky object, it's per definition endless or infinity, you know what I mean? And so I take back this thing from the ground. So, and now we have reflection in the ground too. Okay, so, and I save the whole scene with save project with assets in this folder from the server. It's and then called crazy cube. So, and now you will see it appears in the render queue. So, and this is the best way, I think, to handle your rendering stuff. When you have some scenes ready, you just save them in the rendering folder and from the server, and the server detecting there's a new scene and give the whole thing to the queue. And it's interesting, you don't have to collect your textures or something by yourself. It's done with the functionality of Cinema 4D. When you click save scene with assets, everything you need for rendering is now in this folder, and that means I just have to hit start. So, and now, but the before started job is still in progress, is at 85% now. Or maybe you can test something. Maybe when I like to have this rendered now and the old one later, I can just switch the thing, and now here, oh, it's complete. Wow, it's very fast. Yeah, because it's just this one cube. And okay, again, there are two ways to watch the results. The one is you can go to results and say, please download the movie. And now we can watch. Oh, it's my fault. I'm afraid I give them just 1 frame to render. Moment. Yeah. So, loading the old crazy cube scene. Watching. Yes, just frame 71. So now that's an update. Interesting, because now we can have a look how it works when we and discover that there is something wrong and we have to run it again. So what is to do? Deleting the result. It's still shown as complete, so maybe there is some way. Here I can clear all results and this job is still unfinished. And so I started again. So Reflectomania is finished in this very moment, and Crazy Cube is starting again. What's wrong with you? Moment. Oh. Okay. He's rendering very fast, this Crazy Cube. So yeah. Okay, so 2 ways to become your results. When you click on Reflectomania, I again have the possibility to watch here, or I think he's still in the completing process. Yeah. Okay. Or you can directly view in the results ordner in your server admin rendering stuff ordner, and there is our final scene. Yeah, and because everything is rendering now, my high-speed Mac isn't able to play the QuickTime in real time. So we have to wait till the Crazy Cube is final rendered. Okay. So now, this guy, woo, and Crazy Cube, download. And you see, when I didn't download it from here, that means wherever I start the web browser and given the address from the server, I can download and upload the stuff. But when I do it on my local machine, I of course can view directly in the folder and see, okay, Crazy Cube is ready, and so on. And yeah, it's like in the old Cinema Net version, but with a few more options. For example, that you can watch what your client's displaying on her console log file stuff. That it's a nice addition. I'm not sure if there is more stuff in. For the moment, this is all I need to get the good old NETrender feeling. And yeah, I hope that answers some of your questions too. Feel free to write under this YouTube video if you have more questions maybe. That's all for the moment. That is a new team render server and net functionality from r16. And yes, this was MoSite TV. My name is Kai Tennemann, aka Mo Tensen. The whole episode is sponsored by Isa, and have fun to the next one. Have fun to the next one. Have fun, we see us to the next one. I don't know. I'm not native English speaker. You know it. Okay. Bye bye.